Эй, ну что, продолжаем записывать Divinity. В прошлой серии мы ходили на эпичное, скажем так, в эпичное путешествие, где мы встретили чудовище на 2 уровня выше меня, и мы его еще победили. Вот, обокрали там очень неплохо одну женщину-скелета, и еще вдобавок собрали для себя растения, чтобы сделать новый опыт путешествия в мир чертог разума. Вот. Так, ладно. Мне нужно ритуальную чашу объединить с этим. Где он есть-то? С чернокорнем. Теперь ритуальную чашу надо объединить с пинцетом. Все, да, ритуальная чаша готова. Все, пойдем поджигать по новой. Пойду вдохну.
As the smoke swirls about your skull, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own...
Здравствуй.
As you approach, Amadia greets you with outstretched arms, though her face is marred by a pained grimace.
My child, my sweet Fane, you positively brim with sauce. It is good to see you more like your old self. Oh, my sweet, it is naught but a chill. Your soul has a draft, it seems. Perhaps you should...
A sudden shudder jolts through her body so violently that she drops to her knees, stunned into silence. Sauce washes over her, a wave over a single flame, but unlike last time, it seems to have precious little effect. An eternal curse escapes from her lips, spoken so forcefully that for a brief moment all light recedes into the webs of darkness.
I have told you before the void is stronger than ever. But so are you, my child. I can sense the expanse of source inside you. There is only one more thing you must remember now. The spell you will need when we reach the Well of Ascension. You see. You see with our eyes. You can behold the source once more. But now you must regain the teeth to take it.
Amadia smiles, and you notice for the first time 2 vampiric fangs glistening beneath her upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel an insatiable hunger for source.
Go on. I am here for you. Give in to your hunger. Yes, relish in your lust for power, just as a god should. Go on, my sweet. Devour me.
Чего истока?
Though your spell tore through her like a spear through flesh, Amadia looks grimly happy, if haggard.
You speak the spell with a ferocity I have not heard in centuries, as I knew you would, dear Fane. Do you still not see? You are more than what you once were, more than what our people ever were. Let me tell you the one truth about our existence. We are the lions in a world of lambs. It is about power, and power is not given. It is taken, with all-seeing eyes and all-consuming teeth. You can see the souls of these dead mortals, and now you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. So feed, my sweet, for you will starve until you finally feast upon the well of ascension. No, your soul must grow larger still, your inner self become a vaster expanse, so that it may house your divine power. There are more masters of the source, more aspects of the source to learn. The hunt continues, my child.
Хорошо.
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair? Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too. A dark skill, but certainly useful.
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing her eyes. Her breathing is shallow and ragged.
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one soon to be divine, I trust you need more source. You need another master of source, naturally. I just pray the list you stole from the Magisters was long enough.
Так, а Лоса у нас тоже научилась теперь воровать исток? Да, она теперь тоже умеет. Это интересно, кстати. Вытягивание истока.
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair?
Ценник, конечно, просто здоровский. Ну, хотя тут точность, убеждение, ну тут тоже убеждение. Ну, 4000 за это отдавать, если честно, наверное, не стоит. Она...
Vampirism?
The Meister.
Very well then. You need...
Так, диалоги здесь одинаковые. Так, а что тут есть на берегу? Пойдем тогда в эту сторону сходим, вот сюда вот. Прогуляемся, вроде как у нас супер сейчас заданий нету каких-то, нам нужно просто искать новых этих магов. Кто нас мог бы чему-нибудь научить? Эти все обсуждают, как они забегут. Ой, смотри-ка. Так, Пескон-то чё ты тронутый? Он же тронутый был этой пустотой, ё-моё. Он что, всех убил, да, получается?
Monster, monster! Poor little Peeper! Poor little monster Peeper, baby! There's only one way! Yes, there's only one Papa! Yes, yes, yes! He wanders, he roosts, but he is special. He can help people, can keep him safe. Then you'd better be the best mama you can be. Care for Peeper and stroke him and bring him straight to his papa. What? No! Peeper's still just a baby.
Отец ему поможет? А где отец? Пескон сейчас будет бегать за мной, но, блин, Пескон, он же сейчас сдохнет, если он будет вот так вот бегать за мной. Куда? Сюда? Ну ладно, окей, пойдем искать папку этого. Пока Пескун еще здесь. Блин, зря он за мной ввязался. О, смотри.
The shimmering ghost of a kin magister turns her gaze upon you. She holds your stare, boring into your skull, searching the hollows of your eyes for the secrets of your soul. But in so doing, she shows you hers. You are Zeushan, a young lizard magister, devoted to the order. More than this, you are in love with a comrade, a human man of wit and kindness and sweet disposition, who goes by the name of Boris. You are Zeushan once more. Alexander dies. Worse, your human comrades look at you askance, as if his murder was your fault. Even Boris turns against you. When he's posted to Fort Joy, he does not say goodbye. Your heart is broken. Posted to the graveyard shift in the dark of night on the outskirts of town, you do your duty diligently. But your heart is no longer in it. So when you catch a couple of young sorcerers fleeing Raymond's net, you see how deeply in love they are. You do not turn them in. You help them to escape. But in the morning, they are caught and under torture give you up. They go to Fort Joy. You are hanged right here.
Вот так вот. Змейка решила помочь, поплатилась. Печалька. Так, я пока буду все игнорить, я иду искать этого петуха, или кто там должен у нас быть. Так, все игнорим, ищу петуха. Так, тут немало всего полезного, я думаю, но... Так, можно как-нибудь без палева пройти? Хотя трупы можно и полутать. Ух ты! Накладывает эффект немоту? Ну, тогда не очень. Пескун, ё-моё, ты чё, дурачок, что ли? Как-то умудрился загореться. Вот, волшебный петух, да? Давай, волосы.
Behold, it is I, the magic cockerel. What is this? Papa? Papa? Papa?
The rooster looks his son over, first with one beady eye, then the other.
He has my eyes. But I see nothing but the void lurking behind those pretty peepers. Kill him now or he will kill us all later.
О, как кошет. Забавно, кстати, перевели. Очень смешно. О, как кошет. Так, давай сохранимся.
Good choice. Good choice. And I'll give you a little something for your trouble after.
О, зелье невидимости. Кстати, зелье невидимости я возьму. Один раз оно меня уже спасло. А, мы его убили все-таки, да? О, у него сфера истока. Здорово. Ну ладно, его все равно нельзя было оставлять, он уже был тронутый пустотой. Он был опасен для всех, на самом деле. Ладно, давай посмотрим, что мы там пропустили. Не, давай я вернусь обратно. А, давай сначала торговцу заду. У меня уже снаряжение появилось. Так, что у нас с тобой отношения, да, немножко ухудшились? Так себе. А у Фейна, что ли, что-то там осталось? Да нет. У Фейна ничего не осталось. Так, возьми один. Вот, а теперь все остальное покупай. Ну тут брони, конечно, больше. Но нет. Блин, что-то вообще нормально снаряжение не продают. Всякую ерунду. Ладно, пойдем. Шли сюда вот. Надо это сходить, Марш сказать. А, все, да? Я так-то могу ее исток поглотить. Но я пока этого делать не буду. Я оставлю этих призраков. Может, они кто-нибудь нам пригодятся еще. О, смотри, я теперь же их могу пообщаться с ними.
Doubled over in agony, the shivering Magister spirit mumbles to himself, tightly clutching 3 golden stalks in one fist. Noting the attention, he straightens, revealing insignia spelling Kinnet, and a jagged wound spilling his innards upon the ground. He reaches a ghostly hand into your chest and squeezes your heart. You become Kinnet, his memories flooding over you and replacing your own. Warmth, comfort. You are Kinnet, playing cards with your mates in a cozy barracks. You stagger to tipsy attention as a white-clad Magister commands that one of your troop seek a lost caravan. It's a one-man job, a job no man wants. Your sly-eyed troop leader holds out straws to you and the others. Who will investigate? You feel the short straw and hear them shout, "Kinnet!" You know what that means. A lonely traipse in the cold dark. You dawdle and grumble all the way, sobering as you find the overturned caravan. Massacre. Your lantern reveals ravaged corpses in every direction. Inhaling sharply, you smell a thick black stench you remember secondhand from the few void-woken corpses your troops have found. As you approach a dark thicket, the stench grows stronger. In a flash of void and blood, a claw rakes savage stripes across your guts. As Kinnit dies, all goes black. Staggering back from Kinnit's deathly grasp, only your own blood now pumps through your heart. With your living eyes, you see him trembling in front of you, desperately holding out 3 straws. As you pluck the short straw from his hands, Kinnit weeps with relief. His wound disappears in turn, and he is restored to the model image of a strapping young soldier. He looks around, then looks at you, and then he smiles. Smiling broadly, Kinnit fades away.
Окей. Блин, хотя бы опыт за это давали.
The spirits of a magister and a dwarf are locked in ethereal combat. Their vicious blows make no impact, yet they struggle on. Mid-snarl, the dwarf spies your presence and staggers back to address you.
Sorcerer! You must hate the Reds as much as I do, eh? Rightly so. Reds had sorcerers locked up tight in that caravan. And you know where they were sending them. You look like you've been there yourself.
The magister lunges for the dwarf, his exasperation clear.
Anna, you saw it with your own eyes. You know sorcerer's law, Voidwoken, and you know we'd all still be alive if you hadn't attacked our caravan.
Так.
Before it all, Voidwoken stole the sorcerers along the cliffs, headed for Seven knows where.
The dwarf flashes a malevolent smirk at the magister.
I'll be needed no more here. To the halls to tell eternal tales with my ancestors.
Gazing towards some far-off sight you cannot see, the spirit of the dwarf glimmers, fades into nothingness, and is...
Fool! You should be locked up in the joy with all those like you.
The magister's shoulders collapse with relief. His burden lifted, his spirit slowly fades to nothingness before your eyes.
Вот так вот и решили, да, проблему их?
The bull lazily chews non-existent card. It registers your presence.
Well, guess I should have seen that coming. Yep, sure do. Or did, leastways. All bulls can see the future. I'm surprised you don't know that. Well, that's nice of you. It's not so bad so far. Sure don't miss pulling wagons. You sure you want to know? Alright, here is your future.
The bull shakes itself, swallows the card, clears its throat.
You're gonna die. Let me think about that now too. Yeah. Okay. Right, here we go. Soon. Maybe.
The bull shrugs.
Here. I don't suppose you could do me a favour and unhitch this here harness so as I can make my way to the Field of Echoes.
The bull nods its thanks and gently fades away.
I knew you'd say yes.
Окей. Ой.
That doesn't sound promising, does it?
Makes my bones itch.
Что там такое было? Ой.
Looky here, Bugs.
Чё, пацанчик?
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long arc before plunging into the water below.
Oh, Ma! Are you alright? Ma! Huh? Please, you have to help her. There was a fight. Some dwarves attacked some magisters and there were sorcerers too. And then the bugs came. Those void things. They killed everyone. And my ma got them to chase her. And she went across the bridge. And then she raised the bridge and she told me to run. And now she's stuck over there with them. Not without Ma. Family doesn't just leave each other. You will. Maybe you can cross the river then. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right? Yeah. You'll make one, and I'll...
His gaze shoots to the ground. He grabs a small flat pebble and chucks it across the river. Again, it lands in the water below, well before reaching the other side of the cliffs.
I'll keep distracting him. All right, but if I can help, I will.
He performs a divine order salute.
Now go out, Ma.
Так, на той стороне, да? А, 9 уровень. А, ну так они щелочки. Где мать? Тут, да? Дом стражницы моста, вот она здесь, значит. Мы можем сюда, да, попасть? Окей, сюда и прыгаем. Мы же маги. Вот она, да?
And who are you? Oh, never mind, no time. Hurry on in and gear up. There's a void woken right out the front door. Firing? He's still out there? Damn it, I told him to go back into town. We gotta do this fast. Let's get those bugs out of here. You in?
Да, буду стережаться я один.
She snorts and tosses a grenade from palm to palm with ease.
I could turn an anthill into a crater from a quarter of a mile off. With both of us geared to the teeth, we'll make short work of these beasties. You ready or not? I'm retired Divine Order, you know. I ain't scared of a fight. You step out that door, I'm coming after you.
Че, не боишься?
You'd be glad I do. You can hang your hat on that. I got all the fixings here for every kind of bomb, grenade, missile and shell you can imagine. Make what you want and then let's go! I've got a boy to get back to.
Ну, тут немало всего, да, согласен. Но мне это все не нужно. Мы и так справимся. Вот это дэмэдж, кстати, сейчас вообще. Просто улет. Заодно ее бафнем тоже, чтобы она не отъехала.
Ready, set, squash!
Найс, проходила. Так, тут дальше парочка чудовищ. Ну ладно, на себя удар возьмем, они не убьют меня все равно.
the Reaper for me.
Ну давай, на фей на агрессии. А, моего питомца, что ли? Ну окей. Это было опасно, кстати. Ладно, если по туче накинула. Какая молодец. Все? Что скажешь? Ты счастлива?
Mari flashes a massive horsey smile at you, then winces, clutching her side.
By the seven, that was something. What'd I tell you? Nice scratch on me. None that last, at least. Glad my little guy got to see it. Oh, sure. Just a nasty bruise by the feel of it. May have to lay off blasting beasties for a day or two after.
Меня, кажется, даже не ударили.
But speaking of fighters, you're not too shabby yourself. Know your way around a row, don't you? You sound like a paladin. Very righteous, isn't that right? Well, good for you, I reckon. Didn't catch your name, though. I'm Mari. Pleasure's mine. You all right? Dunno about you, but I never was afraid of bugs. Then again, if you hadn't rolled in when you did, I might be whistling Teedle-Dee in a void-woken's belly by now. I owe you one. Always happy to squash a bug if I get the chance, especially with a toughie like you on the front. Hate to cut this short, but I ought to dash off. My boy's waiting for me. Mind lowering the bridge, though? I find myself slightly indisposed for the moment.
Так, а как просто... А.
There you are, my good-looking lad.
Ma!
Let me get a good look at you. You're okay?
Of course I am, Ma. Are you?
Fit as a fiddle. And twice the size.
And the house?
She'll be all right. And how's my little spider monkey doing? Safe and sound?
Spider monkey? You mean dragon?
Come here, you.
Mother and son fall into a tight embrace. One tear rolls down Mari's nose, falls on the black stubble on Barin's head. She strokes the wet drop away, smiling. Mari seems oblivious to you. Her eyes are closed, her lips turned in a serene smile as she strokes Barin's head.
My boy, my good boy.
Hey, wait, one sec. Ma, look! Thank you so much for helping my Ma. All those void woken. Sheesh, thank the gods everyone is okay.
Thank the gods. Oh, thank the mum. And our friend here too. I know a good arm when I see one. I'll tell my cousin Raymond what you did. He's real high up in the order and he's visiting Driftwood as we speak. Could be he has some good work for you. Reckon there's space for us in the Magister's barracks. Raymond ought not to turn down his own cousin. Some dwarves, locals, attacked a Magister caravan. Must have been sorcerers inside. Voidwoken must have sensed them. Came in formation like a proper battalion. Never seen anything like it.
Mari looks to Barin and flexes. He does the same back at her.
Luck wishes. We're off into town. Best of luck to you, mate. And come say hi if you make your way inside.
Ух ты, рунка. Ну тут однозначно руну я буду брать. Это вообще без вопросов. Потому что руна — это вклад в будущее. Инвестиция. Ее можно бустить до конца игры. Потом получить что-то стоящее из нее. О, зацени, сколько тут всего, тоже всякого хлама. О, бочонок меда. Блин, не знаю, нужны мне ли эти бутылки пива уже, по-моему, не нужны. Перчатки на продажу. Всякие гранаты. Запал, морозная. Сфера правителя, пустая фляжка и дневник. Стопка пожелтевших страниц с описаниями гранат. В тексте читателю предлагается экспериментировать с необычными ингредиентами, такими как осколки стекла, стекляными элементами, например, огнем. Хороший совет. О, тут есть этот.
Boring.
О. На корабль. Это только что читали. Так, Лоуса. Это она щит нашла с помощью везучести? Окей. Щит, это круто. Листовка с предупреждением. Матросы, мародеры и братья... А, ну блин, это мы уже читали. Это же везде было распечатано абсолютно. Так. Что тут еще есть? Вот если на улицу выйти. Лепение. Тупик и колодец.
There's more than water down here. I wonder where it leads.
А в колодец можно спуститься. Ага. Так. Давай сначала вправо сходим, потом налево.
What's this? I found something. I've spotted something.
What's this? I found something.
There must be a knack to this door.
What? Это что произошло только что? Что это было? Почему меня... Это вот, да, это и есть этот погреб. Но почему меня... Ой. Зачем я это поднял? Пустая граната.
A spillage all over the floor.
Окей, купленный горшок случайно взял. Я все лутаю сейчас, потому что у меня очень много везучестей и высокая вероятность получить дорогой предмет. Вот. У меня уже есть. Так. Колыбельные. Единые ручки, Джеки и Джек, дай мне тебе обнять. Ты всех на свете, Джеки и Джек, дороже для меня. Твоя улыбка, Джеки и Джек, мне словно свет во тьме, и мое сердце, Джеки и Джек, принадлежит тебе. Играй и учись, имея в виду, жизнь бесконечный бег, и даже если я уйду, будь счастлив, Джеки и Джек. Какие грустные у вас тут это. Так, Клауса, давай. Клауса на изи такие вещи сломает. Это на продажу. Лук тоже на продажу. Это тоже, судя по всему. И латы. Так, вот нам сюда надо. А что я жду откат умения, если у меня есть альтернативные? Так, тут у нас животные, да? Критики.
The turtle looks up at you, slowly. It looks down, slowly. It looks back to you.
Lucky in life, unlucky in love.
She lets loose a long sigh. She inhales. She sighs again.
Oh, Rory, the rat. He's just over there. Don't blink, or he'll flit right past, like a rat. He's Grace. I'm Gruel. I'm too slow to give him smooches, and he's so smoochable. If only I could keep up. I could groan sweet things in his little ears. I could tell him I love him. I could share my beats. I like beads. Oh, how kind. But I don't like butter. You could try carrot juice or some kind of nectar. The rats like nectar. Maybe cheese juice. Is there such a thing as cheese juice? Oh, that's too bad. Because then you could cheat.
She grins at her own joke. It takes a good minute for her mouth to reach a full smile.
Может, да, действительно, она очень медленная.
Sure is damp and dank here. Wait, don't those mean the same thing?
You, apple tater cheese. Hungry cheeseberry.
The rat vacuums up your scent. Its whiskers twitch.
Cheese food, fruit food.
Окей. Нашел пояс. Благодаря везучести. Ошейник точки. Так, что мне надо с ним сделать? Притянуть его к этой?
Lucky in life, unlucky in love. Oh, he does love a good nibble. If it meant maybe you could drop some victuals next to me. They say the waits I forget. Used to be the ladies. Was there Riker now? Nice guy. Gives me beat. I like beats. May the soil under your feet soft.
А я могу его телепортом переместить? Я же его убью.
The rat's tail twists and untwists. His ears cock and uncock.
Cheese food, fruit food.
Так, окей, ладно. Путь надо начинать отсюда. Что там есть фрукты, да? А у меня есть фрукты. Ой. Так. О. Ловушка действует. О!
Nice to finally come out of my shell.
7000 XP за это дали.
May the soil under your feet stay slick.
We make a cute couple.
Кек. Это кек. Полный кек. Что, наверх? Что там такое у нас будет?
As you move to ascend the stairs, the skull at the top of the pile creaks around and gazes at you. Well, it seems to be gazing, but there are certainly no eyeballs in those barrels.
Why do you lurk in my cellar? Tell me now, and tell me true, or face the consequences. A truth so rare to hear in this world. The truth can make you many friends. Me, for example. Head upstairs, Godwoken. We'll speak more there.
Nice. I've always wanted to explore a haunted house.
Так. Ну, это не наш дом. Слуга в маске, а он дохлый, да, получается? Нежить. А, так вот этот Райкер. Про него упоминалось у этих. У магистров. Что он в розыске у них.
I've spotted something.
A visitor. Such a rare and exquisite pleasure, especially from one so unliving.
Ничего не продает.
The elf tilts his head backwards, but his squinted eyes don't stray from you.
Call me Riker. Please, do avail yourself of my creature comforts. You've surely come a long way. It's not an ordinary location, I admit, but I prefer to be extraordinary. There is no pleasure in mediocrity. Don't you agree, Godwoken? So much potential, but still so naive. It is my very business to know things human. I also see you are not yet whole.
He presses a slender forefinger against his tight lips and hums.
I'm not a generous man, but I could give you what you seek if you offer something in return. A completely fair exchange between sorcerers. You must go to the Black Pits. There's a cavern there. In it, you'll find a stone tablet of considerable value.
He points to the location on your map.
Bring it to me.
Dizziness. It lasts just a moment, but long enough for you to feel Amadia's presence. You hear no words, yet understand. It's imperative you accept Riker's bargain. The episode passes. Riker is peering at you intently. He awaits your reply.
I would think that obvious, my good fellow. You're dying to show off those smouldering talents of yours. You just don't know how to handle them. I can help you with that. I can share my bond with the Source with you, fill your well to the brim, make you a master. The rest of the story, well, it's yours to write. Oh, but heading to the Black Pits would mean tangling with more magisters, and they're such a nuisance. I like keeping my hands clean, you see. It's a miracle of the ancients. Priceless, really, and powerful enough to draw the magisters' attentions. I won't bore you with further detail. Suffice it to say, it is safer in my hands than in theirs.
Riker's lips stretch and his cheeks bulge, but you couldn't rightly call his unusual grimace a smile.
I'm a man of taste, as you no doubt see. A relic this significant would make an incredible addition to my collection. Don't deny an old elf his simple pleasures. A promise you'd best fulfill.
Riker bows his head deeply.
Then you'll have the power you seek, if not the power that trumps it. There will always be one greater, you know. Now please, don't let me keep you.
Окей. Если Лоуса подойдет.
Such indecency. You strike a man in his own household?
В смысле бить?
I believe we have a friendly agreement. It would be a shame if you refuse to honor it.
В смысле бью?
No harm done, then. But do avoid acting in haste. The world does not look kindly on such fundamental. Well, see that you find me when it is in hand. Striking language. Smart writing is such indecency. You strike. I believe we have a friendly. No harm done, then. Well.
В смысле атаковал?
I trust that our bargain reaches a satisfactory conclusion. Well, see that you find me when it is in hand. Such dreamy prose.
Очень странно, как я его атакую? Вот ладно, я тут буянить особо не буду, вырывать тоже ничего не буду. Но домик у него интересный. Ладно, сначала с ним, наверное, на сделку надо будет сходить. А потом-то я это... Потом, я думаю, его убью. Он же некромант у нас.
Within the stone garden's walls, peace be thy immortal fortune, relieved of toil, free of indignity, until thou art called to serve.
Сундучок. А, мне нужно ловса. Все? Мало? Ну ладно.
It's still there.
Привет, Рейкера. Погост.
The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide, unsettling grin. You swear you see a worm emerge from its grey-pink gums, then burrow back in. The dog growls and bares its teeth at you in a wide...
Come closer! I dare you!
He sniffs, he snarls.
I am death. There's no defying me.
The dog's growls intensify and transform into a rhythmic rasp that mimics laughter. You swear you see the ground behind him momentarily churn and tremble.
Do not mock me. You know what lies beneath. But I will not allow you another step closer, human. Can has already laid claim to it. Ha! She calls herself master. I call her minion. Whatever name you choose, it is her hand that will wield it, not yours.
The dog raises its head to the stormy sky and howls. The earth beneath you vibrates, a dirge plucked on the strings of a rotting lute.
Necrotic troll, you are summoned. Crawl through the gate, the earth open.
Вот и пообщались. Воу, 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 воу. Ух ты. Ничего себе, собачка у нас тут. Хе-хе. Окей. Так, связь душ. Сколько урона? Так, мне надо убивать собаку за один ход, либо мы потеряем Фейна. Ой, Фейна, Роуса. Это какой-то бред вообще. Что-то собакин какой-то сильный оказался. Даже слишком. Ну? Где же этот ход? Слушай, я чуть не понял прикола. А где ход, собственно, этот? Или он появится после этого хода? А, он появился еще один. Окей. Буду знать, как это работает лучше.
Doesn't it?
Какая-то дикая собачка.
The dog spirit rolls his head around, gawking at the ground and sky as if he'd never seen them before, then locks his eyes on yours.
I am death.
Anathema! It will be ours. The masses will tremble. Our enemies will bow before the demon blade. Yes, the masses tremble at the necrohound's might. We will retrieve Anathema.
He moves to lick his haunches and seems taken aback by his own translucence.
Once a demon, now a weapon. We heard its call and slayed our allies in its name. It is near. With it, we will slay living and undead alike.
The canine spirit lifts his head to...
Фейн, давай ты это сделаешь. О, очко истока. Надеюсь, никто ничего не видел.
Human graves. May the dead stay forever at rest.
Кстати, что по умениям? В этом томе Хуберт рассуждает о происхождении первого божественного. Он считает, что все миры богов объединились, чтобы создать смертного поборника, наделенный силой дать бой пустоте. Такое, пишет он, случалось много раз и эволюционно, и удивляется, что никто до сих пор не явился на замену Люциону, чтобы сразиться с исчадиями пустоты. Он подозревает, что это может быть связано с грядущим возвращением самого Люциона. Здесь он текст становится немного нервным, словно Кренли боится. А кто там прошел? Какие-то ящеры ходят. Тут есть рычаг. Такс. Что за место?
So still here. Like the air itself's been petrified.
The figure is locked in pose, the victim of a terrible curse. The petrified woman cannot speak, but her eyes glow with a fury.
На постоянку? Хе-хе. А что там снимает, только меня нет у меня? Таким же образом я ведь могу бафнуть их и снять с них окаменение. Так, ладно, пообщаемся с тобой.
Well, isn't this rich? Cursed by a coffin and rescued by a random rube. The indignity.
Кто такая?
She huffs in annoyance and rolls her eyes.
Oh, all this trouble, and for nothing. Never figured I'd need frost armor. You want me to spoil the story before you see how it ends? I'd never be so rude.
She purses her lips and coyly tilts her head.
Oh, but do forgive me. I haven't offered you proper thanks.
She bows in insincere reverence. Her arm rests on her back, hand mere inches from her staff.
А, у меня же нету.
She rises from her bow.
Oh, honey, I know this isn't the way you wanted it to end, but anathema is still...
A jolt of cursed fire flares from her staff.
Bring it.
А, ну давай, чё? Чё, я согласен. Будем тебя дальше проклинать. Все как положено. Семь тысяч XP. Местные говорят, что это фрагмент печали знаменитого оружия, которое зовется анафемой. Может быть, именно он стал причиной безумия Джоанны Сурии. Если старючая 2 и знала, насколько ценна их фамильная реликвия, она никому об этом не сказала. Несколько месяцев до смерти разум Джоанны терзали галлюцинации, едкая ненависть. Ага. Снова и снова повторяла она таинственные слова. 2, 1, 3. И их слышали те многие слуги, которые остались, чтобы помогать ей в ее причудливых ритуалах по наведению красоты. К тому моменту обращайте 2, 1, 3. Угу. Да, возьмем. Надо, чтобы этот Фейн ближе стоял.
Nothing but bone dust.
Ой.
Even the petrified aren't immune to the ravages of time, it seems.
Хе-хе. Окей. Так. Что там? Такое фиолетовое было. А, это то, что у меня есть. Ну-ка быстрее откатывайтесь. Спел. О! Что у нас? Способности. И все, да, тут больше ничего нету. Да, подойдем к ней.
The spirit's lip curls upwards. She opens her mouth as if to speak, but her words fade in the tomb's chill. The longer you gaze, the more your inner source churns. You are drawn into her, her mind, her body, her past. They are no longer hers, but yours. You sit at a fire. At your left lies a black dog, basking in the warmth. Others huddle behind you. A young elf, a grizzled dwarf, and a skeleton, an undead. You hold a parchment up to the light and point at it. It is there that anathema can be found. The sky is dark, and the roaring fire is now a sad flicker. The others lie around it in a circle, but you hear no snores. Their chests neither rise nor fall. Their eyelids never twitch. You look to your left. The dog's yellow eyes lock with yours, and the two of you turn from the ring of corpses. And you gasp as you are thrust into the present. You take a few deep heaves, then glance at the spirit. Her mouth continues to gabble, but you're grateful that only silence reaches your ears. Canna's spirit convulses in response. Her ghostly arms reach out, not for help, but instead to flash you a final rude gesture.
Усё. Да выпендривалась. А нужно было это. Надо было дружить со мной ей. Скажи, исток искушает, да?
I'll need to get clever with this lock.
Алоса. Целое кладбище, да?
A sinner I, and who is not? The sinner lies that they sin not. A sinner lies. And yet the...
О боже, он такую там ересь загоняет.
What's this? I found something.
Сейчас какую-нибудь нежить выкопаем здесь. Я не удивлюсь. Прогнившая нога. Шалик, короткая палка. Ну ладно.
Here lies Margilenia Pruitt, who won many battles, at the bridge and elsewhere. An ancient grave marker. The name upon it has faded away. This grave marker is old. Whatever name was once carved upon it is no longer legible. At first glance, the spirit seems much like its host, hollow, detached, yet in its eyes you see something more ominous, something not apparent before. Agony. The spirit nods, and its face grows even more tortured. It is trapped. Is this Riker's doing?
This spirit's as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
Но они, судя по всему, тоже не жить, да, уже?
The name upon it has faded away.
Так, а чего тут вот еще есть на выходе? Хочу найти здесь это. Какой-нибудь тайник. А, это так близко кладбище к этому? К месту, где я отбивался вот. Ну хотя да, я же здесь зашел. В этот, в колодец и вышел под домом брейкера. Здесь все верно. Просто карта-то на самом деле не такая уж и большая. Здесь зашел, а вот это здание. Так-то, если посмотреть, игра-то она... Локации небольшие, просто они заставлены плотно. С большой детализацией.
A grand altar indeed. Lizard death rites are nothing if not dramatic.
Ну-ка, что ящер-то скажет?
The spirit sings a long-forgotten tune in a long-forgotten language. One, it seems, with the ever-revolving wheels of space and time. The chest before you is wreathed in flame, but doesn't seem to be actually burning. The flames dance above the ancient pictograms depicting lizards and the ancient empire. You lean in to examine the images further, but are driven back. The chest before you is covered in old ancient empire pictograms. You hear a deep rumbling from inside the chest, and a voice emerges. It hisses and clicks, but doesn't make any sense. The chest's chatter gets louder and angrier. The chest before you is covered. You hear a deep. The chest's chatter gets. The chest before you is. You hear a deep. You hear a quiet hissing chuckle from the chest as you hop.
А если тебя просто сломать сундук? Просто так-то в чем проблема? Мучится сундук пытаться открыть. А, мы его сломать можем.
It's hard not to feel some pride in reptilian engineering. I watched an elf spend hours trying to force his way into a lizard's chest. Eventually, he threw it into the flames. He did not leave empty-handed, unfortunately. I pity the poor salamander that he dragged back to his ghastly home.
Ну, я-то смог. Так, а... Тут есть быстрое перемещение где-нибудь?
Is that an elven ancestor tree just ahead? It's beautiful.
Окей, давай навести мальчиков.
The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of another, the ancestor tree, trying to take its source. All you feel is the spirit's resistance and its anger directed at the mother tree that has betrayed it. The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of another, the ancestor tree, trying to take its source. All you feel is its resistance and its hate for the rebellious scion. The spirit ignores your presence, busy as it is resisting the pull of...
А погоди, это дерево, что ли, оно какое-то проклятое? Что она хочет их исток высосать? Хм. Или у них свой способ? попасть в чудесный новый мир. Вот и
The bitter
телепорт.
air warms as you near the stone monument. Your eyes close, death's shadows lift, rain becomes sun. Whatever fear this graveyard provoked, the servant grumbles.
Fasten tight.
Укололся.
I've spotted something.
These are lizard remains, but in the human section of the graveyard.
You there! Help me, please! Some thoughtless fool buried me in this grave to be left as fodder for the worms. I can't be at peace in a place like this. I have to be put to rest according to lizard tradition. The eternal fire burns in the lizard quarter of the cemetery. I beg you, cast my remains into the fire. Set my spirit free. I will never know peace otherwise. Good. Now take it to the eternal fire. Burn it and free me.
Слушай, погоди-ка, а если я просто эту ногу сожру? Сохранимся изначально.
You struggle to focus on the so-called healer looking down at you. Nothing but a human quack. The end is near. You can sense it. You croak out a last plea, to be burned in the lizard tradition, but it only comes out as an unintelligible squeak. The human frowns in confusion. Everything goes dark.
You savage! I hope you choke on me.
Он наложил на меня проклятие. Зато мы изучили скилл ядовитой волны. Окей. Вот так помощь, блин, да? Ну ладно, мы себя благословить можем. Ну прости, чувак, что я так поступил.
You were kind and honest and devoted to your dog, but you came a-knocking here in search of work, and the dog took a fancy to the man of the house. Your own dog turned on you and tore you down.
Окей. Очень жаль. Так. Ой. Смешное перемещение. Да, интересно. Ладно, слушай, давай на этом. На этом, наверное, мы закончим. Вот, на этом мы закончим. Сейчас только вот сюда взломаем. Ничего нет, к сожалению. Вот, все, тогда завершаем и увидимся в следующей серии. ББ, пока.